The Georgetown Hoyas will be hosting the Central Connecticut State Blue Devils on Saturday, November 10th at 6 o'clock. The game will be played at the Capital One Arena, and the game will be televised on Fox Sports 2. Central Connecticut State beat Hartford last night, a very good Hartford team who's projected by many to win the America East. Tyler Cole scored 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. He's a very good player for Central Connecticut State. He's a senior leader. He's 6'5" and he weighs 220. Dion Buff is the center for Central Connecticut State. He's 6'9". He's a 6'9" center. He's a senior. He got 15 points and 11 rebounds last night. The defensive rebounding is definitely something that Georgetown, last year, was not a good year for them in the defensive rebounding category, at least when it came to getting the pivotal rebounds that would have won games. Central Connecticut State got 13 offensive rebounds last night, and they also forced 17 turnovers. Central Connecticut State got 30% of the offensive rebounds last year. Central Connecticut was 253rd in offensive efficiency and 236th in defensive efficiency last year. Tyler Cole, very experienced guy. He averaged 16.7 points. He got 8 rebounds last year, and he also averaged 4 assists last year. He's a very well-rounded player. But Central Connecticut, they need to work on being a cohesive team. But they do have upperclassmen, so they'll probably be better with that this year. They got 8.3 assists for every 10 turnovers last year, and their defense allowed 12.1 assists for every 10 turnovers. So the assist-to-turnover ratio, both offensively and defensively, they weren't very good. But 4 of the 5 starters in the lineup are upperclassmen, so they're a very experienced team. They made 51% of their 2-point attempts, but only made 33% of their 3-point attempts. Joe Hugley made 39% of his 3-point attempts. That's a guy that Georgetown definitely needs to keep an eye on. The best shooter, Nels, went to Ball State. The best shooter on Central Connecticut State last year, though, went to Ball State. Daniel Marshall is the coach for Central Connecticut State. He played 15 years. He was the 4th overall pick in the 1994 draft. He was part of the 2007 Cavs team that made the NBA Finals. So Georgetown should win this game. It's not going to be as easy as Maryland Eastern Shore. Georgetown actually needs to show up. Central Connecticut State would love to put this win on their resume. So this is going to be a tough game. This is no cakewalk. Central Connecticut State's a very experienced team who has talent. So I think Georgetown can win this game. They just need to protect the basketball and protect the glass. And they need to the freshmen need to get better too, because the freshmen need to get better. I just hope they play better. The Maryland Eastern Shore game will definitely help the freshmen because they got experience. And the Maryland Eastern Shore game was beneficial because 9 guys played 14 or more minutes. So Georgetown, they know how to play a college basketball game. So it will be a good test for Georgetown. I think they'll win by about 15 or 20.